The Adventures of Goose begins. Because the Souls games are known for their difficulty, I'm gonna add something to this series. You see that little counter that just popped up in the corner? That'll tell you how many times I died. If it's really high, you're free to make fun of me. And if it isn't, you'll probably still make fun of me. Also, I'm gonna kill every boss in the series, so I guarantee that count will get pretty high. Rolled right into the pillar. And so it begins. Oh no. I've fallen for the oldest trick in the book. Curse you, Steven Spielberg, for planting such thoughts in the minds of the enemies. I think this guy's pathing is broken. He just keeps walking in circles talking about how there's no more sane people in Boletaria, while he just walks in circles talking to himself. Balls! Now's my chance for revenge. That could have gone better. Still got revenge though. Of course I make it through the first level without dying, then eat it while platforming in the Nexus. Ain't that ironic? Phalanx is dead. Finally. Not a boss, but I got real tired of dying to that dragon on the bridge. So the dragon's dead. Tower Knight's dead. Yeah. Playing the game as it was meant to be played is for chumps. Cheat to win. Guys, I think these enemies might drop shards of hardstone. Just a feeling though. This is a trap. See, some traps in the Souls games are subtle. And some are just rooms of gunpowder with a pyromancer in them. Vanguard's dead. Adjudicator's dead.
Go on, have a look. It's more riches than I've ever dreamed of. That's it. That pit just there. Go on, get a little closer.
You're full of shit, Patches. But I'll take the bait. Just so I have good reason to kick your ass later.
I know. Here, take this as a token of my friendship. You've seen one of these before, surely.
Okay. But you're on thin ice. Ah, I've been tricked by the fresh spice. Why couldn't it have been something else? Like scary spice. Or baby spice. What's up, man? Just sitting around, pondering your orb? That's cool. And that, kids, is why you look at the ground before moving in these games. God damn it, I did it again. Same hole, too. I can't even follow my own advice.
I am a humble servant. I do not wish to interfere. I won't cause you trouble. I won't.
Now, it may seem rude to kill someone who says they won't cause trouble. Thing is that this guy is a liar. And if you don't kill him, he'll resurrect the boss. Which would mean I can't say things like, Fool's Idol's dead. This is just like Dark Souls. Actually, this came first, so I guess it would be more accurate to say, this is just like Demon Souls. Armor Spider's dead. I love this loading screen. Just two nerdy dudes fighting. It's like they made the Dark Souls Reddit into a loading screen. One of the big problems with this game is that you have your equip load and also your load to everything that you're carrying. So sometimes you go to pick up an item and the game says that you can't. So you have to go all the way back to the Nexus to stockpile Thomas and drop off all your upgrade materials and heavy shit. And then when you come back, the item you wanted to pick up is gone. It's just a really stupid system. And I think everyone's happy that they never brought it back. Oh my god. They're everywhere. I've died and gone to lizard heaven. And they're gone. I was stun-locked by how many of them there were. Didn't even kill any. Life is a circus and I am its clown. Flame Lurker's dead. Also, there's probably going to be a sharp jump in deaths here. 2 of those are from actually dying to Flame Lurker. The rest are from the run to this boss room, because I'm just a dog water at platforming. This is Dragon God. He's the final boss of this Archstone, and you'd think he'd be this giant epic fight. But no, he's another gimmick fight. You shoot him with some ballistas and he just falls over. Underwhelming fight considering his name is Dragon God. Dragon God's dead. Hey, come back here. Flying won't save you. Get down here. Okay, it turns out that flying could save him. You know, I should just stop swinging at those guys. This is the old hero. A gimmick boss that you can fight entirely without realizing that there's a gimmick. He's blind, so if you just put on the thief's ring and wear very little armor, he can't hear you, so you just hit and run until he's dead. Old hero's dead. This is the Storm King. Another gimmick boss. And I think a lot of people will agree, one of the highlights of Demon Souls. Because you run in, you grab this sword called the Storm Ruler, and then if you're like me, you die. And you come back with the Storm Ruler equipped, and you just wipe these annoying flying manta rays off the face of the planet. It's a phenomenal fight, and it's incredibly satisfying after all of the pot shots that they take at you throughout the rest of the level. And with that, the Storm King is dead. Everyone say hello to Yurt. He's an asshole. And if you let him out, he'll go back to the Nexus and start killing NPCs. So I will let him out, but I'm solving this problem early on. Yurt? More like yeet. Volare via, scumbag. Leechmonger's dead. Man. Who would have thought an area called the Valley of Defilement would look like absolute shit? It sounded like such a lovely place. This is one of Miyazaki's infamous poison swamps. But I have so much health regen going that the poison's effects are basically negligible. This is one of the reasons why Demon Souls is the easiest Souls game. If you know what you're doing, you can basically build your character to just regenerate all of your damage. It's great, but no Souls game afterwards let you do that. Dirty Colossus is dead. More importantly, though, I don't have to run through the valley anymore. That area sucks. This is probably the easiest boss fight in the game, which is really saying something. You're supposed to fight that knight in front of Maiden Estrella, and she heals herself, so you can't just hit and run her. But if you deal enough damage, you can just outdo her healing by shooting her from up here.
You have abandoned us.
Anyway, Maiden Estrella is dead. Adios, amigo. Sir, why are you like this? This is another infamous section in Demon Souls. Because if you just press yourself against this fog wall, you can shoot the boss to death. I'm not gonna do that because you have to fight the second one anyway. But if you didn't know how easily cheesable Demon Souls is, this is a really good example. Man-eaters are dead. Oh, there's another. Great. It was very cool of FromSoft to say, the run from the man-eaters to the next boss is too short. What if we put multiple of the most annoying enemies in the game in one stairwell? Brilliant move, FromSoft. Here we have another gimmick boss that, if I remember correctly, doesn't become a gimmick boss unless you play online, in which case the NPC that I'm fighting is controlled by another player. It's a really cool gimmick, but I'm not entertaining the idea of having to fight someone online and dealing with the scraping spear and all of the PvP bullshit that has been created for this game. The old monk's dead. Only 3 left. If the carriage is rockin', don't come a knockin', am I right, boys? No, but seriously, this carriage is full of rabid dogs. Alright. Let's all be real mature. No one say anything about his name. Nothing at all. Bryan Singer worked very hard to have a cameo in this game, and we cannot disparage him. Penetrator's dead. Only 2 bosses left. Personally, if I knew that someone was underneath me, repeatedly shooting me in the chin, I would fly away. But maybe that's why I'm not a dragon. If old King Allant is so cool, why haven't they made a new King Allant? Checkmate, atheist. Old King Allant's dead. Only 1 left. Turns out that there was a new King Allant. However, he looks a lot less like a Kingdom Hearts villain, and a lot more like a Resident Evil villain. He's also incredibly easy. And now that he's dead, that's every boss in Demon Souls. I still really like Demon Souls, but personally I think it leans a little too hard into the gimmicks. Let it be known though that I do appreciate that they tried to have so many gimmicks. Some of them work really well. The playable character coming in during the Old Monk. I mean, we didn't see it, but it's cool when it happens. The Storm Ruler, that's cool. Tower Knights is so cool that they reused the gimmick for the Adjudicator fight. But for every gimmick fight that works, there's the Dragon God, which is basically just a set piece. Or the Dirty Colossus. I didn't even talk about his. He shoots flies, and you have to burn them off using torches on the edge of the stage. Which, now that I'm saying it, is not that different from Armor Spider's gimmick. Anyway, it's not as good as a lot of the other games, but it's still incredibly solid.